distorted warning signals. When I got the first one, I was literally seconds away from stepping onto a plane when a call from unknown blared from my cell phone. It was a ringtone I hadn't heard before, one I was pretty sure hadn't come with the phone. Now, normally I wouldn't have stopped to answer it, but I was expecting a call about a job I had interviewed for the previous week. I took a deep breath and I accepted the call. Hello? A man's voice, garbled and strange, as if his vocal cords had been shredded and he was trying so desperately to choke out speech. Despite the unnerving, fractured quality of his voice, his tone was insistent and eerily calm. And then the call ended. I froze. I'd always had a phobia of air travel, and something about that call just... There's no way I'm about to get on a 7-hour flight now. I turned around and I headed towards the food court. I'd just get another flight later that afternoon, I figured. I watched from the airport Starbucks 3 hours later as every TV in the terminal lit up with the crash footage of the plane that I should have been on. No survivors. Not a single one. I tried to trace the call, and so did the police, but there was nothing to trace. There was no evidence that my phone had ever received a call around that time. They analyzed the phone records, incoming, outgoing, nothing. I wasn't making it up. I couldn't have been. That wasn't the only call. Throughout the years, they were always few and far between, but always right. And I always listened.
Do not go on that blind date tonight.
5 months later, my would-be date was convicted of killing 4 men, all with the same hair color and build. Found them in a shallow grave about 250 feet from the diner that he offered to take me to.
Drive to the concert tonight.
18-wheeler lost control and plowed into a line of cars. Every driver crushed, every driver killed. In that stretch of the freeway I would have been driving down. No matter if I got a new phone, if I moved across the country, the calls would still come. I could almost feel the presence of whatever it was, whatever it is, watching over me. I imagined being at the bottom of the freezing ocean, still strapped into my coach section plane seat. Or being in that mass grave across the diner. Or watching an 18-wheeler skidding towards my car. Knowing death was imminent, I'd get this tightness in my chest. I'd think about how thin that line was, and how close I had gotten. It always felt like something was coming for me, but there was always this fractured, warped voice with these calls that never seemed to exist after I heard them. Self-destructing warning signals, rotting away before my eyes, and I was alive. I had a bad feeling about this cruise. I had planned it as a guy's week out with my old friends from college, and I was looking forward to a week of the tropics in the dead of winter. But part of me could always sense the call was coming. Maybe I'd watched Titanic one too many times, but there was a little nagging fear from the start. I hoped it would be fine, but I knew something was going to happen. I'd get the call and I'd know. Now, a week before I'm set to go on this cruise, after stepping into my apartment, returning from dinner with a friend, I noticed my cell has a message from unknown. There never had to leave a message before, and I hadn't checked it all night. Damn it. And I really wanted to go on that cruise too. Oh well. Not worth whatever horrific fate awaited me in that cold, dark ocean. I click play message, and I feel my stomach drop as I listen to the voice sounding horrifically distorted, as if it emanates from a throat slashed to ribbons, crackling with some urgency I've never heard before. I look around my apartment as the voice on the phone repeats the same phrase over and over again.
Do not come home after dinner tonight. Do not come home after dinner tonight. Do not come home after dinner